Why men prioritize sex?
To me, it's about day one connection, day one intimacy, day one that feeling and love. But because they don't know how to create that relationship, they think they're looking for sex. Because women, in their own being, they're beautiful. We want to have that connection with each other too, but because they don't know how to show their authentic self, they think they can find that love and connection with sex. But it's not about sex, it's about the feminine energy and the love that we are capable of creating, that, and how men wants that. They're thirsty about it. Yeah.
I disagree with the statement that men prioritize sex. All men are different, and we're all on our unique journeys. And I try to avoid generalization like that. I mean, to put all gender into one box, I don't think it's an accurate description of reality. So I think that, yes, our bodies are wired in a different way a bit, right? Evolution created us that way. So maybe the sexual instinct is stronger in a man, but there are also different types of men, and there are men who are, prioritizing something else instead of sex too. And I've met a lot of men like that on my journey. And I can say that the men that I met, sex was the most important thing for them. I wouldn't be attracted to a man like that. So I think that, yes, nature created our bodies in a bit different way, but we're all conscious human beings, and we all have the capability to transcend sexuality to the point where it's no longer a priority neither for a man nor for a woman, but a part of a loving connection.
Also, I can add to this part in this way. We women have that power mentally and emotionally to create relationships, and we can learn and we can teach that to men. So it's about self-discovery and consciously to learn how we can create relationships instead of create like sexy moments and then intimacy and act based on that desire. We can explore and we can get to know each other, get to know the soul and the being of that person instead of exploring their bodies. This is part of it for sure, but I think this is the part of our women responsibility to try to help men to not perceive us as a sexy being. Instead, perceive us as a beautiful, like, feminine energy. I lost my words, but
So basically, everyone is looking for love, right? And the connection. And so you can, even if a man offers you to have sex, right? It's your choice to lead in the direction, and the deeper connection you build, the better that sex or making love would feel then, when you have the connection not only on the body level but also mind and soul. It's a whole different connection.
I think on some level, we as women, we created this distortion that men only need sex. We created this distortion based on, I think, our own lack of self-awareness. And historically, it just turned into this general statement that all men are prioritizing sex. But I think you're right that on a deep level, we're all looking for love, which means feeling of oneness, feeling connected. And when you feel connected, it means you're safe. Basically, we're looking for safety.
yes.
Yes. And I think the fundamental distortion is fear. And then the extension of that distortion is, all men want just sex. That's coming from a place of unsafety that women have.
And the fear of abandonment, that after sex a man can leave.
And I have no problem with men who are looking for sex in a woman, but we can choose. right? Go in that direction, or show them another way of being and feeling loved and heard and connected.
Yeah. So we can give a choice, right? And the men can choose to either have just sex, but then not with me, or to build a meaningful connection, and explore life together, and then it will.
As Mira says, it's about making love.
Yes.
I mean, we're shooting this podcast in a coffee shop, and there are different things on the menu, right? And it's, if you look at every woman, it's a unique menu. What are you able to offer? Maybe sex is the only thing you can offer because that's the only level you explored within yourself, right? But if you can offer matcha, cappuccino, pistachio hot chocolate, and maybe something that a man has never tried, right? He might just fall in love with the menu overall in its totality. And I think that's the power that we as women have, is to really explore all dimensions of who we are, all aspects of who we are, so that when a man meets you, he really feels something he has never felt.